Okay, hey guys, we're going to do a quick video, quick-ish, of a tier list for AJR's best albums, not best, all their albums, and we're going to tier list them. I was going to do this tonight, hopped up on caffeine, Red Bull. I was going to do different Red Bulls and rank albums, but I didn't really have time for that today, so today we're just going to rank them. I'm already pretty energetic anyways, so let's go. But before I start, first off, I have my AJR merch on because AJR, and we got the hat. We got the hat. Okay. So we have the hat. If I can put it on my head right, beautiful. I look so cool. Look like a pirate. Emo. Not emo. This is not the whole fit, by the way. You can't really see my pants, but they got holes in them. I'm so cool. But we're gonna go ahead and go into this. So their albums are their first album, Living Room. Then Living Room, and we're gonna do Living Room first, is what I meant to say. I don't know what I'm doing. That's a lie. I'm trying really hard. Anyways, Living Room for me, it's like that's their first album, of course. And it's got some bangers on there. I'm not gonna lie, it has bangers, but also it sounds very like trendy, like they were trying really hard to be like part of the scene. Because when did that? 2013. Yeah, I'm gonna play a couple of songs, not a whole bunch, because I don't know copyrights or whatever. I don't really want that to happen to me. That'd be bad. But I'm gonna play some of my favorite like bangers on here. Like their overture is their. I love their overtures. I think that's really cool. This one, but we'll get to my favorite overture later. Um, but like Infinity. Hopefully this isn't too loud. I love this song. It sounds so pretty. It's like different from what most of it, like they have songs like this on there that are really pretty, really good. And then they have stuff like I'm Ready, which I'm not gonna lie, is a banger. It's like so filled, but it's definitely like a club tune. Like they're trying to be like club creators. But it's good. It has the SpongeBob thing. Love it. I found AJR around freshman year, and this wasn't the first album I listened to, of course, but it was, as a freshman, I was very hyper. Um, but there's a couple other good ones, like My Calling's good, and then they have Thirsty, which is also, like, here's another club tune. Like, and there's yodeling in it. But it's a club tune. Um, what else do we have? We have Pitchfork Kids is really good. I really love that one. Uh, Living on Love, kind of good, kind of good. Big Idea, I like that one too. Also kind of clubby sounding. I don't know. This sound for this album, I feel, is very like they're new. They're trying stuff out, and they find some stuff that they like to keep, and they also find some stuff that they're like, no, we're not doing that again. Um, so here's my board tier list because I couldn't figure out how to. It's gonna be backwards. Oh, but I couldn't figure out how to. That's a lie. I'm too lazy to actually edit stuff in. Me trying to think I'm funny, but for this particular album, like it's good. Like I can like jam to it. It's a good jam, but also they get so much better, and like the whole album's kind of not everywhere, but it is in a way kind of everywhere. You know, like one minute you have a banger like that, and then it's like, what, Girl on Baker Street? Except I think that's the last song, so that makes sense why it's kind of slower. But I don't know, just it's kind of everywhere for me. So it's definitely like a C. I'm gonna put it on C. And oh my gosh, this marker sucks. Should have tried that out. Anyways, I'm gonna put their things on there. It's Living Room. I'm gonna put their initials on there so I don't have to write the whole name out because I'm kind of lazy, you know? But anyways, to the next album, we're gonna do da 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 da. The Click, that came out in 2017, which is good. This is also not the first album I heard by them. I think I heard a song or two off of like a short animated. There was some kind of music video. I think it might have been their own music video that was animated. And I think because I was really into short animated films, still are. But that's when I first saw, like, probably heard them, but I didn't like. I was like, AJR, I don't know what that is. But their overture on this one, oh my gosh. One of my teachers, I'm gonna play a little bit of it. One of my teachers made me play drums to it, which is so great. It's a great song to drum along to and like learn your rhythms. But it's really good. It's a good overture. I really like that. And then they have like a whole bunch of really popular ones, like Weak, Sober Up's pretty popular. Turning Out, oh my gosh, that song. Oh, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. I love this song. It's so good. Now they have Turning Out Part 2 on the next album. I love that one even more, but this one, it's good because I'm feeling it here recently. That's the best part about their music, actually, is that I feel like I'm growing up with it. Like, I listened to it in my freshman year, but now that I'm not a senior anymore, I graduated. Now I'm out of school, it's like I've grown with the music. Like, it has like a new meaning sometimes to me, which I think that's so cool. I just think music's cool in general. That's why I'm doing this whole series. But they have Call My Dad on there. That is, ooh, tearjerker. It's so good. Bud Like You, I love that song. It's just so good. Friends, I miss Friends. But it's just a good song. And the album's pretty good. Now, there's a lot of AJR fans that are like, this album, this is peak AJR, which I see. This is their style. This is when they found, like, their style they're kind of going for. But at the same time, like, I don't know. It sounds almost like there's not the sound. Some of the songs kind of sound the same, if that makes sense. Like, it kind of not mushes together. Like, I can tell when a new song starts, but it's just, I don't know. It doesn't have the flavor. Like, I'm waiting for Flavor Town to come in. But definitely B tier. Like, oh, I don't know. That's a lie. I think I'm going A tier with this one. Because, like, it's good. Like, I'll definitely be bopping out to it. I'll definitely bopping out to it. But then again, I don't know if I bop out to it as much as I do, like, their newest album. But I don't know. No. Okay. I said A tier. That's a lie. People are probably going to be mad about this. But I'm putting it B tier just because they kind of sound the same. I'm sorry about it, but they kind of do. So B tier. Oh my gosh. It's backwards. I love that for me. Anyways, I'm so disorganized for this video. On to my favorite album. My gosh. Neo Theater. Baby Girl. I love you so much. 2019. This was the first album I heard. Heard it around my birthday too. Like, it came out a little bit before my birthday, but the day, like, I heard Birthday Party on my birthday, it just happened to play on my Spotify. In love. Oh my god. I was tripping out. And this album is just so good. Like, they don't have an overture in this album, okay? Which at first, like, I'm sure a lot of AJR fans were like, no, overture, that's weird. But they're trying something new, and I love this album for that. Like, it's like a story going through. Like, I imagine he's on, like, they're on stage, like, on, like, a Broadway show, and he's, like, wanting to leave and get out of this whole show the whole time. But then by the end of it, he does get through the door, and then he wants to go back through because he's not ready for it. But you got to keep going because you can't stop time. But this album has so many. Next Up Forever, Birthday Party. Like, I used to be one of my favorite songs, but I've heard it so much at this point. And also, 100 Bad Days is kind of generic. Like, it sounds like regular old AJR. So I don't really like that song, but, like, I'll still listen to it. It's still a banger some days, but it's not like it's gonna be my first go-to. Don't Throw Out My Legos is good. Break My Face, oh my gosh. This song is so good. I love it so much. I'm gonna actually... let me get to the good part. Get to the good part. Lemons, let's give you everything. Oh yeah. So if I break my face. It's so good. That was like my anthem for a minute there. One of my anthems. This song has so many of my anthems on here. Turning Out Part 2. Amazing. I absolutely love this song. It's even sadder than the first one, and I love that. Oh god, it's so good. And it means so much more to me now than it did back then, because I didn't really go through anything like that, but it's so good. And then, I mean, this album is stacked. Literally, one of the only songs I really like on here is, like, Beats, probably. That's probably the only song I don't like on here. because they have the Entertainment's Here, which is my anthem. I love this song. It's just so, it sounds so different from their other stuff, and it's so good. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of hand motions, but it's so good. And then you have Karma, of course, which is also a banger. Another anthem, especially when you're going through stuff. In high school, it was a hard time. But you're going through stuff, and it's like, yeah, where is the karma? I've been doing all this stuff. Where is it? Like, when's my time? When's my time to shine? And then they have Dear Winter, which is a beautiful, pretty song. I'm not going to play that one, but I am going to play a little bit of the finale, because that song, oh my gosh. Just the way it, like, loops in from, like, the album, I'm telling you, it's a story. You got to listen to it all the way through. Like, one of the first times I listened to it all the way through was, just magical, because I was like, I need to listen to this, and I did it, and then I listened to it, like, 4 more times all the way through that day, because it's like a story. You're going through this journey, and it's just so... It's so good. Like, it's so good. I didn't pick any timestamps. I should have done that. Very I'm bad at this. It's so good. Oh my god, I love it so much. This album, I'm sure you're not going to be surprised. You're not going to be surprised when I'm like, oh yeah, this is an S tier album for me. I am all the way. I'm going to use green from now on, because I think you can see it better. S tier album all the way. Just a big N, baby. S tier album. It is so good. It's so, like, different from what they did. It's like they're growing and finding new stuff that they liked, and then they come out with OK Orchestra, which is good. Like, they got some bangers on there. Of course, everyone, like, that's when they start getting, like, no, because you have Bang and World's Smallest Violin on there. That's when people are like, oh my gosh. Popular TikTok songs, which I hate, because my cousin even does that. Like, he was playing World's Smallest Violin. He's like, I love this song, oh my gosh. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know AJR? And he's like, AJR? Who are they? And I'm like, they're the ones who made the song. Stop it. Stop. But yeah, it's OK Orchestra. Is it okay? Is it mid? No, that's a lie. But they do have some good songs on here. They have the Overture, which is a really good overture. It's probably my favorite overture out of all of them, to be completely honest. But, like, 3 O'Clock Things, My Play, I do love that song. With all of my heart, that song is, like, a part of me. I feel like that song was like, ooh, me. It's so good, because oh my gosh, it's so good. It's... It's so good. I don't want to get copyright, but it's so good. It's, ooh, I feel it in my soul. I feel it. It happened to me. I feel it. But then they have other songs that kind of just sound like regular, like going back to the Click. And I've had a lot of people talk about this, where a lot of their albums are kind of all premised around the same thing, but you have to understand that they're also growing with this. Like, you can still have that feeling, but that feeling's going to grow over time. And I feel like that's what's happening in these albums. Like, it's growing, because they're growing in popularity, so they have these new things to worry about, so it has more meaning to some of their lyrics and what it means to them. And it's beautiful. I do love how they're growing and they're evolving their music. Like, this one, definitely, they have more sounds, more stuff. It sounds even better. Like, the sound is good. The lyrics, I don't know. There's just something about it that just doesn't get me. Like, it doesn't get what I felt in the last one. And I think it's because it's not going, because it's just like, oh, I don't know. Just because it's kind of like the Click, because, I mean, we went back to the Overture, which I love. I love overtures. Those are so cool. So great. But also, like, they have a couple of songs that sound different. Like, My Play is kind of different from their other slower songs, I feel. This is all my opinion, by the way. I didn't put a disclaimer. This is my opinion. You can like whatever albums you want, but my opinion still stands. But I don't know. And then, like, you have Bang, which I've heard it so much at this time. Like, the first time I heard this song, it was definitely, everyone's heard it. I'm not even going to play it. It's a game changer. But I've heard it so much now that it doesn't, like, hit. Like, I don't feel it anymore, which is really sad. Like, I miss that. I wish I can go back and remember the first time I heard that song. But Christmas in June though, that song, Baby Girl, it's it just sounds so pretty. And one of my favorite artists did like uh like an animatic to this video. I'll probably uh put like them in the bottom of the description or whatever. Some of my favorite AJR artists, if you really want to get into them, which you should. I feel like getting into new music is really great, but it just really, I don't know. It just sounds like, it sounds cute. It sounds fun, and it's also relatable in a way where like he wants to still go do his dreams, but like also he loves this person. He wants to still be here, but also he wants to succeed and do his dreams. And that's like a big thing that I feel like people who have partners like have to struggle with, like doing a dream or like staying with the one you love. And it's really hard. And I don't understand that completely, but it's hard and difficult, and I do understand that. But anyways, that's all the albums they have so far. Let me rank this one. Clearly, I feel like it's better than The Click because it does have its own sound. It has a couple, and it sounds, I don't know, the sound just sounds better. I'm using sound a lot. But we're going to go A tier if I can open the marker, because yeah, I'm just going to put OK on there. Everyone knows that that's OK Orchestra. So again, S tier, Neo Theater, Baby Girl, Love You, Mwah. We have OK Orchestra for A. The Click is B, and then Living Room is C, because it's their first album. It's gonna be C. There's not gonna be bangers on it, but maybe there will be. I don't know. Anyways, AJR, beautiful, amazing band. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing this like a weekly thing where I ask my followers on Instagram and maybe Twitter or here in the comments. You can even comment, please. They're a band, and I'll listen to their whole like discography thing, and then rank them by how I feel, my feelings, not your feelings, my opinion. Okay, it's my opinion. But next time I will probably, I've only had this Red Bull and another Red Bull, so I want to try more Red Bulls and try more albums, right, baby? Sounds like a thing, but I get really hyper on these things, and I think it might be funny. Maybe I might be incredibly annoying. We'll try it out next time. Or maybe another one today. That's a lie. I'm not going to do that. Cut that out. But anyways, that was my ranking list. My horrible ranking list. I'm so sorry that this is so amateurly made. Gotta start somewhere, baby. But, yeah. That was my AJR ranking list. Please like and subscribe. I would love you if you did that. Please comment. Please follow me on Instagram and tell me what albums you want to do. Or if you want to talk more about this album, that would be great. So please subscribe, follow, bye. I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah.